I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
Acura TLX.
V6 SH all-wheel drive tech A-Spec.
Are there any more words to add?
I don't think so.
A-Spec. That's the big thing.
Yes, that's the important part of this. It makes it look so much better than the regular one.
Is the word spec after a letter almost like type R?
Kind of. It's like the luxury type R, but not really. It's more of an appearance package than anything. You do get some cool stuff, better handling.
But it does look good.
It looks great.
First thing that caught my eye on this Acura was the rear spoiler.
Really?
I like how the little black spoiler on the red car.
That is part of the A-Spec package. We also do get a rear diffuser.
I like that as well.
And massive chrome tips on the exhaust.
I noticed a little tow hook underneath the diffuser.
All right.
Yeah, hang a little drift charm from there.
A drift charm.
I don't know, people still do that, or is that like 3 years ago?
That's like 10 years ago.
Oh,
Moving around to the front, we also get side skirts, which are nicer. They flare out a little bit farther. You also get 19-inch wheels as part of the A-Spec package. These gunmetal ones, I really like them. And then the front bumper, everything's darkened.
The headlights,
yeah,
they look so good. Daytime running light and full headlight mode.
On a scale from good to so good, is it really so good or it's just so good?
It's like maybe a couple points under so good and closer to good maybe.
Yeah, okay. You do have full LEDs though. The actual headlights are LEDs and then you have the strip as well.
And you have fog lights.
Yeah.
Which I think look decent on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not usually a fan of fogs, but...
What do you think about that new front grille, that Acura grille?
I love it.
Yeah, so do I.
Let's talk about that.
Great job, Acura.
My buddy Matt, he didn't like it. He's like, I don't like this grille.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
It looks like a warp speed Star Trek grille.
Yeah.
Or Star Wars?
Both. Okay. They both go in warp speed.
Yes.
Then we've got the front camera.
Yeah.
Which looks like the monster from Monsters, Inc. You know, with just the ball with a big eyeball.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, you'll see.
That's for the 360 camera, which this has.
But when you use the front camera, there's like a big swoop from the shape of the camera mount. What else do we get with the A-Spec?
It's actually the same engine as the regular TLX and the V6, so you get 290 horsepower and VTEC.
VTEC.
It's actually pretty decently fast. I don't mind it at all. And it actually sounds really good.
It does.
It's really loud inside.
For me, it's the perfect amount of volume.
Yeah, for you.
Of an exhaust.
I always want a louder, but you hear more intake in this than anything. And if you change the different dynamic modes, you put into Sport and Sport Plus, it actually gets a lot louder too.
Yeah, in Sport Plus, this thing sounds amazing. But I like that there's an eco mode.
What about the shifter? Do you like it?
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they can put it in. It's no big deal. It looks cooler. It takes up less space. Doesn't get in the way of the cup holders.
I don't mind it at all. The only thing that I do miss not having a shifter is resting my hand on it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We also have a 9-speed ZF transmission, which companies like to put in a lot of different cars, and it's really good. It shifts pretty quickly.
What does ZF mean?
It's just a company. The base 2.4 liter gets a dual clutch 8-speed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think people would have liked this engine in the Accord?
Probably, and they did complain about it. But if I was to pick between those two cars, I would want to take the Accord for a cruise, but I want to take this one for a drive.
Okay, and now through the twisties.
Here we go, handling test. Let's put that SH all-wheel drive to the test because that's super handling all-wheel drive.
Such a good acronym.
It is. This thing actually handles really well. It's pretty fun. You can throw it into on-ramps and corners and it'll take it.
This feels very stable.
Yeah. It's pretty stiff, but it's not like overly stiff. It's a lot stiffer than the Accord was. This car is actually really fun to drive. I didn't expect it to be fun, but it actually is.
I think it's fun and comfortable. And the thing that caught my eye the most were the floor mats.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a nice couch pattern or something.
The seats are comfortable too.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, these are the A-Spec seats, which are different than the regular ones.
Oh, a little more race car?
A little bit more race car. There's a lot of side bolstering, but not that much leg bolstering.
I don't feel like it needs it.
What I really like about the look of this car is the driving position. You see all the muscular angles on the hood? It's nice, like all these hard lines.
It does have a very sharp design to it. I like the side panels here on the interior, the suede thing.
Yeah, I like this contrast stitching. We do have some aluminum on the sides too, and on the front.
Yes, I like brushed metal patterns.
Yeah, it's nice.
Even if it's fake brushed metal, I like it more than fake carbon fiber, which I'm sure I'll get sick of in 5 years when everyone's got brushed faked metal.
Yes.
And then fake carbon fiber is going to come back strong.
You also get a really girthy steering wheel as part of this A-Spec package. And we have paddle shifters, and they work pretty well. We got a bunch of buttons on here. We got a heated steering wheel. We got an A-Spec logo. Lane keep assist, adaptive cruise.
Yeah, I guess any car with this kind of shifter needs paddles.
True.
Because how else are you going to get into like, low gears?
Maybe they could do like little plus minus buttons.
Oh my God, that'll happen one day. It's going to be so annoying.
It'll be the worst. We also do have a wireless charger down here, which is awesome.
I guess that's becoming the new standard.
It has to be.
Do iPhones have that?
Nope. I think the new one does. I don't know if it's compatible though. It's actually pretty quiet in here, other than the engine noise when you hit VTEC.
Yeah, and going dynamic sport or whatever.
Yeah, Sport and Sport Plus. Yuri, I noticed you haven't talked about the infotainment yet.
It's because you told me not to.
I really hate this infotainment, and I want you to experience it from the driver's seat. All right, Yuri, what do you think of this infotainment?
Which one? There's 2 screens.
Yeah.
What I've gathered from my time with this car, this one controls your radio, this one controls your infotainment, but you can't touch the top one. You need to use this menu dial down here.
Correct. However, this one also controls your seat heaters and your climate.
I have found these buttons pretty easy to touch.
They are.
I think the design of these buttons is pretty good, better than the GM infotainment.
Yes, okay, it's not comical.
But it looks kind of old.
It looks very old. It looks like my 2008 Lexus, actually.
This does have a lot of buttons to go with it as well.
The buttons are good.
Which I like.
I don't think this is up to luxury standards for this class.
It should be the Accord infotainment.
Yeah.
But there are things I do like. This camera button throws camera up right away. Nav button, smartphone button, and then a huge back button to zero you out.
Yes.
I like that I can make the map switch to camera mode when I come to a low speed. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
Which is fantastic, but you can't touch the screen. You have to use this rotary dial.
Yeah.
Which makes it a pain to use.
You might as well just not use it.
Yeah, it does help.
Navigation's old.
Yeah.
Like really not modern.
The main point of all this is just don't look at anything here and just drive the car and enjoy it and sit in the interior and it's a pleasant drive.
But you know what this can do?
What?
Rewind radio stations. But it's tricky. Check this out. So I'm going to turn down the volume, which is a little too high up. I think the volume should be right here. You need to go into your satellite radio menu, which shows only 3 presets at once. Then you need to click preset control, and then you can scroll back.
And there's no tuning knob. There's only a volume knob, but at least we have a volume knob.
Yeah, okay. Everyone complained about the Honda volume knob thing instead of a digital slider.
Here we go.
Now start complaining about the tuning knob. Just bring buttons back. Every manufacturer needs to get together and like spend the next 3 years like research and development, like good infotainment together and standardize it. Cause like it's getting annoying. It's like buying a new iPhone, Android, Motorola, Nokia, and like the car is the attachment. Like,
okay, let's move on from the infotainment.
Okay. Let me put my foot down.
Yeah, put your foot down. Now you'll forget all about the infotainment. Yeah. How's that VTEC?
Yeah, this is cool. Let me put it in the dynamic mode, Sport Plus.
So it blips the throttle for you when you downshift.
I like to feel the steering wheel.
Yeah, the girthiness of it.
It is good. It is of considerable girth.
A-Spec.
Super handling Yuri test. Okay.
Not that much understeer.
Whoa, okay. This is super handling.
I know.
Why do I have so much confidence behind the wheel of this?
Super handling.
Why are you not stressed out behind the wheel?
Seriously, it's that good.
Okay. Can we say that one more time?
Yeah.
Super handling.
Super handling.
All right, we're good.
Can we say it one more time though?
Super handling.
Super handling.
What would you rate the super handling at?
Honestly, understeer and super handling wise, 9 out of 10.
I'd give it an SG.
What's an SG?
So good. What's the rear wheel bias on this car?
There's actually a gauge that tells you where the power is going to the front and the back and how much.
Oh.
See? Mostly front there.
Mostly front, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the analog gauges.
Yeah.
And you said there's just enough red in this car.
True. At night, it looks really good. There's all these red outlines everywhere. It's not cheesy. There's not that much leg room in the back or headroom for a 6'1.5" tall person.
5'8", perfect.
Yeah.
Even behind Jakub.
Yes, true.
I feel like every modern car has got pretty decent leg room. But like when I was a kid, man, like I remember never having leg room.
It's true.
So it's either people who were driving me around were just like really inconsiderate of me.
Yeah.
Or cars just got better.
I think cars got bigger.
I think my mom would love this car. She's got an Acura RDX with SH all-wheel drive.
So basically you're saying in all of our reviews that you just want to get your mom Honda Accords and Acura TLXs.
So I can drive them?
Yeah. Overall, I would recommend this car, but I don't like this infotainment.
I would highly recommend you test this out and make sure you're comfortable with it before you buy it.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Also leave a comment. Let us know what you think of this double stack infotainment. I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a drive. subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.